finish my last 2 classes for the day. Feeling good. Feeling good. I feel like I needed that rest. I feel like that hay fever. Oh man, I can't. This music.
And into your yogic presses. Let's go. Palms by your side, elbows tucked in and pushing up. Stay up and hold. Weight into your left foot. Right leg up, heel to the ceiling.
Hello lovelies, hay fever is still on, so today we are gonna do some work on the ceiling. So I started patching up. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, you can actually. I started patching up the grooves between the planks, so we can see how non-patched have some gaps in here. So patching it up, we're going to install. So I already have the covers, so the edges, we're gonna put them along the edge between the ceiling and the wall. And then the white, because I'm gonna try and paint the shiplap ceiling white as well. It's going to mimic, so like everything goes into one, the same what I did for my daughter's room. So the white and then the white here. To be honest, I do love it, the wooden color. I think that's really cool, but at the same time I am trying to have more of an updated look because this house is old. Now we can see our floors as well. I have done a test on the floors for the tung oil. So this is an old stain that I've tried, and this is a very rough oil patch that I've done. And I also tried to do one here to see if I actually have to sand the whole layer off or not, and it actually came out pretty good. It looks like it's soaked in, and it actually, I don't know if you can see, like when I'm wiping it, it blends in. It's just rehydrated from this. So I think this originally was oil as well. It's not a stain, it's been oiled. So the oil that I use for my floors is tung oil. However, if you do have like a clear coat, like a poly, you definitely have to take that off. But these floors, you can see they've been covered with lino, layer of lino and carpets, like literally 2 lino and 2 layers of carpet through its life. So you can see that the actual jar is really good. It just needs some hydration. I took the little skirting boards off. It's not even a board, it's like a little plank thing. So because eventually I will be repainting this white and we will be repainting the doors. But for the time being, we want to put the Christmas tree up. And I know it's like middle of November, but we got a pink Christmas tree and we're super excited. So in order for me to put this up, it's actually going to go here. We're going to move this out. And in order for me to put this up, I need to get the ceiling going because I don't want to move the couches and the Christmas tree and stuff like that. The kids are at their dad's house this weekend. So our goal is to get as much done on the ceiling. So we're going to patch, send it out, put the skirting things on and paint it. And we need to go around, and there's some nails still from like the carpet nails and some bigger nails. You can see those pieces of carpet still stuck in there, like the little strings here. So we have to go around and kind of like fix that up before I oil the floors. So I'm really hoping I'm going to have to open all the doors and windows so we can get the air through. And I'm really wanting to get the floors oiled here and going into the corridor. I'm not going to worry about the other bedrooms yet. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. We're not worried about that. But just the main area, kind of like keep going along because we actually have, we've got a lot of work to do. But while we kid free for the weekend, we're going to renovate. So let's do this. A little update. I have put the corners up. Because see, they're all up there. All up there, all up there, all up there. So they are white. And just, I did some more wood filler. So we're just going to wait for that to settle. Yes, that hole will be closed as well, and other gaps. Remember, this is an old house, 110 years old, and the ceilings aren't even. So the floors are uneven. Everything's kind of shifting and moving all the time. So to get the perfect seal is pretty much impossible. So we will go in after painting and get gap filler. So I have some paint left over. We're actually gonna go outside before the sun goes down. We have about 2 to 3 hours and start working on our picket fence. So we'll put first coat of our exterior. I love to use British paint, just plain white and matte. It's all 4 seasons, so it's nice and heavy duty and UV protectant. So we will start on our first coat. All right, I've sanded down the floors. I just went by hand and roughened it up. So now we're gonna put some tung oil on it. I'll just see how much I have. Definitely won't have enough for the whole area, but we'll just take it little bit by little bit and yeah, take it as it comes. All right, this is our current progress. It's like 8 p.m. I had to go to Bunnings and get some oil and some paint because my friend was supposed to go and pick it up for me, but her car didn't work. So I know I look crazy, but I had to put the tissues back up there because hay fever. I'm gonna do all this and leave it for the night so that we can keep it refreshed and see if we need another coat tomorrow. But do you see how the floors are great condition? They're just very dehydrated, very thirsty. Good morning, my lovelies. It is a brand new day. It is a Sunday, and it's about 6:30 in the morning. I had terrible sleep, terrible sleep. My nose kept blocking up, and we had this random cat coming over to the house, so my cat kept jumping at the window, jumping at the door, and just like as if it's like in a cat fight. So it just scared the crap out of me because I'm by myself at home. So just yeah, not the best sleep, but I've got nothing to do. I've got no work to go to, but doing work at home. I'm gonna update you on the floors, and at the moment I am reading Shadows and Crown book 2, A Twist of the Blade. I'm almost done. It's just hovering around. I've been reading this book for a week, and it's not bad, but there's a lot going on but nothing's happening. A lot of like basic stuff. Again, like somebody's hurt, so they're like patching them up and just having like a conversation, but conversation has nothing to do with anything. It's done with that though. It is almost 600 pages, but it's so quick to read. But every time I read that book, I have like a gazillion tabs open in my head. I'll start like kind of phasing off and thinking about something else, but I'm reading, so I'm like, my attention span is not the best at the moment, I think because I'm in the middle of something. So I'll give you a quick little update. Now, I remember the floors were raw and there was paint on them. So if you see tiny little bits here, that's from old paint. But this is from one coat of oil and this little paint. I'm not worried about it because I just want to get them sorted so we can put the Christmas tree up. But it's actually looking pretty good. They're nice and fresh now. You can see there's still a little bit of oil. This is them curing overnight. And here as well. So I'm gonna leave it for a little bit and then I'm gonna buff them out with a fiber cloth or like cotton cloth, whatever. We'll find a cloth and we're gonna buff them out, and then I'm gonna put the skirtings on. I am so tempted to paint this freaking door, but we're gonna leave it for now, and we might do doors, because all doors are like this. We might do doors through the week, and then the Christmas tree gonna go where that stand is, and then the couch is back. So I am going to work on the ceiling while the floors are still curing, and we're going to be very careful. I'm not a splattery person when it comes to paint. Yeah, so let's work on the ceiling. Let's put this all together, and then I will close the gaps again. I'll work on that through the week. The goal for now is to complete as much of the basic stuff, this and this. Well, it's not basic, but so me and the kids can put Christmas tree. I feel like we need to do that together. Something a little bit more exciting, but I'm actually really happy how they turned out. Yeah, I don't have to put another coat on. I'm happy with that. And then we'll just keep them like this, and all you do with tung oil on the raw floors, eventually it will create like a clear film, like a natural clear film. It's not gonna, I'll up to you on my daughter's room. Hold on. Like that. So it's a natural clear film, and it's like a protective coating. And then the hay fever is hay fevering too today, so that's freaking exciting. And I only have half of my fence painted, and I haven't painted the back yet, so. And actually I have to do some gardening and plant some veggie patches too, so a lot on my mind today. But let's get to work. It's 6:30, probably 7 by now, all this talking, but I'll keep you updated. This is how it's going so far. I've diluted the paint a little bit. Usually the second coat will cover up majority of it. I think we will be able to see the grain through the paint, which I think will be awesome. But this is how my hay fever going. This is how my face is going. So we are getting there. And it is like I predicted. It'll take about 3 hours for me to paint this because it's shiplap. It's not straight ceiling. And then I'm gonna have to go up and then do the gap filler and fill up those gaps as well. But I just want to get the ceiling done. After this, we will have breakfast because I still haven't eaten it, and then we might go outside and finish the other part of picket fence while this is drying, and then get back in and start putting the second coat on. It's finished. The floors are finished. I'm just putting back the bookshelves, and I'm gonna put the couch back as well. It's been polished. And the ceiling looks so white, so definitely gonna have to get to work on the trims here so they can match and the floors can stand out a little bit more. Good job for the weekend. To give you a quick little update, we ended up putting a Christmas tree up, but this is what the ceiling look like. So we do need some gap filling there, and the floors are looking nice and oiled, so I'm very happy with the result. It brings the room together. We're actually gonna paint these and these doors. It will be fun. Yay! Feel good, feel fresh. And yeah, we're gonna cover that. And yeah, there's still a little bit work left, but the hard stuff is done. And the floor is looking amazing too. So nice to walk on them. They're like so smooth. So good. I have rose thorn stuck in my finger, which is exciting. But I thought I'm gonna finish off this vlog with a bit of a chat, and I know I look crazy. It's morning, and I just really wanted to finish this book. We are going to talk about A Twist of the Blade, Book 2 from the Shadows and Crowns series. I've realized as soon as I finished the story, I looked at the publisher, at Penguin, and I look at the other books that I thought had a similar feel to see if they're from Penguin, and they are. I think I just really vibe with Penguin's preference of fantasy or romantasy reads. It's giving me a vibe. No, Momo, no. No. Momo, no. My cat is playing with that Christmas tree. Momo. 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 No. I'll give this book 2 maybe 3.5 star. I think reading this, I was distracted a lot, so it's not a book's fault. But also, we keep following Cass, and she, again, I feel like, no! Oh God, move, man. Oh my God. Yo. Okay, yeah, so back to the book. Oh my God, I'm sneezing. What does it say? Okay, I feel like there's nothing new in this book. If you want a basic fantasy, romantasy read about a girl coming out with, like powers, like it's so obvious from book 1 to book 2. There's mates, and there's love, and there's deals, and there's war, and it's like it's on repeat, just different names. I said no, just on repeat, just different names. I give this 3.5 star. I wasn't amazed. There was one part where I was like, but then I was like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if I read it in a quiet. But also, it can't, in the second book you can't really say much because then you'll be exposing some of the things. So it's just we keep going from a first character, Cass, and it's just her evolving in this world, in this life. That's it. Thanks for joining me, you guys, for this another week of this vlog. And I'm just going to start my week, and I'm looking at my ceiling and I'm really enjoying it. And for the next vlog, we are going to finish off the picket fence and paint the green doors. The green doors got to go. So if you are keen on looking at little home renovations and little updates, it's nothing extravagant. It literally the reality of a person, everyday person. Like, I don't have a big bank account where I go and I just splurge, make everything aesthetically pleasing. So this is pretty much what you can do yourself, I guess, and with patience and love and a little bit of content and just daily life of a working mom. All right, thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.